Alright, Culture again. Today I'm in another anime review. And this anime review is to Yamada and the Seven Witches. Yes guys, Yamada and the Seven Witches. Now, I decided to go for the English name than the Japanese name. I'm always gonna have the Japanese name as the title of the my reviews of this anime. But as the name is pretty hard to say from my way I speak, I prefer saying Yamada and the Seven Witches. So from now on until this season ends, and maybe some next seasons if it's gonna have another season, I'm gonna call it Yamada and the Seven Witches. So yeah, so let's get into this episode, which is episode 6, guys. Yeah, episode 6. So let's go. Now in this episode, it's a vacation-based episode, a summer vacation. Now, if you don't know how schooling works in Japan, they start their next school year in spring. They start their new school year in spring. So that's when they start their next year. So summer vacation is like a normal holiday for what we might classify as. Basically, their summer vacation is a bit more different than we do it, whereas it's maybe less longer. But anyway, this summer vacation, they are sent to a summer house, which seems like the Supernatural Studies Club before they joined the Supernatural house, where they kept the second notebook to find out who's the next witches powers. Now, in this episode, we got introduced to a no female character who actually is a witch as well. Of course, it's Yamada and the Seven Witches, but we find out that they're all. We found out she is the new female character is being introduced. The next witch has the capability of telepathy. I think her name is Orita. I can't really say it. Orita, I think. Because, it starts with no. But, yeah, she is, she has the capability of telepathy. But, again, this anime is a, kiss-based type anime. To activate the spell, the magic, they have to kiss people. So, of course, to activate, her telepathy, she can kiss anybody, and she can she can pass minds to them and read minds and all that stuff. Now, that means, and her ability her telepathy ability is broken, if you catch what I mean. Like, it's overpowered. So, out of the powers we got so far, Yamada's ability, as he's a wizard, but Yamada's ability to copy abilities, and Yoshira's ability to switch bodies, and then we get, I forgot her name, Ornara, I think her name. Oh, never mind. The purple hair chick has the ability to charm. Now we get the ability to telepathy. Now, out of those 4, this is how I'll rank them in power state. First up, I will put the copying ability the highest rank. The reason why I say he can copy any ability. That means he can even he will actually. He would copy the telepathy power. He will copy the telepathy power and use it. So, of course, second place, telepathy power. And then the third place, I would say the capability of charming. The reason why I'd say charming's more effective than body switching is that with charming, you can make someone the proper someone. You don't have to take over their body, but you can actually forcibly make someone do as you wish them to, because they fall in love with you and they somehow get confused in love and they will do anything you tell them. Now, the reason I think that is more stronger than body switching, which is number 4, if I was doing ranking of those 4, is that because body switching, you have to. The only way you can, like, make the person himself do something is make him switch bodies. But the reason why I think that's maybe not as powerful is that it's still technically you. You're still technically doing it either way, even though you switch bodies. Your soul might switch bodies. That person's still your own body. So you're still technically doing what you're supposed to have done. So that's why I say in that capability, I would say it's weaker than the Charming, because Charming will automatically make that person do what they tell you to because they fell in love with you. So, third I would say it would be the Charming. So, the reason why also it's not as the reason why I also know it's not as powerful as telepathy is that telepathy makes you able to read minds. So in other words, by able to read minds, you're able to know what the person is about to think. Now, yes, that means if you did get charmed, but you were able to read their mind, you might instantly do that order. But by knowing what they're gonna say, if you as your technically you're not just in your mind, but also your body, as your mind might be still be more active than your body, you'll be more likely you might be able to figure out ways without that person knowing. You're able to figure out a strategy. But in this situation, we found the new girl's telepathy ability is very powerful because for anybody she kisses, or in this case when Yamada kisses, anytime he kisses someone, the person he kissed and themselves can contact through their minds, and not just that. You can also contact with other people who got hit by by telepathy power. So, for example, if I have the telepathy power and I kiss someone and then I kiss another person, the person I kiss can the first person I kiss can also connect their brain, their telepathy power to the other person I kissed, so they can actually do the same thing. So this is like a chain. This is like a chain. The telepathy ability is like a chain to connect people, more effectively connect people. Because in this, we found out that also Yamada was in a test. Unfortunately, he didn't get a chance to go to the beach or anything to do because he had to be in some navigation exams in the field trip they were on the trip they were in for the summer navigation. Now, the way they decided to pass it is to cheat. yeah, they decided to pass it by cheating, but they used the telepathy power as to cheat. Technically, yes, it's a mind-based thing, and where does all the information comes from? From your mind. So even though it's freshly new you're getting, you're still technically using what you should be using. Your mind. You should use your brain, which you do. Good telepathy, you need your brain. So either way, you can get it. But, the reason why it's cheating is that you're supposed to memorize it before the test even begins. That is what you're supposed to do. You should not really be allowed to memorize it. You should not be able to memorize it before, even on the test itself. You should not be able to do that. Automatically learn it, because technically you need something in front of you to do that, which means you did some cheating. But with telepathy, it's impossible to, unless that person unless the teacher somehow connects to the telepathy power. The only way that ability, it's really hard to know you're actually cheating because you're getting fresh information, not a lesson ago information, or maybe a few weeks ago information, days, or anything like that. You get fresh information, so technically you're learning. You're not really taking the test, you're learning still. You're not properly testing yourself. So, that's the reason why I'd say the telepathy in this was cheated. It was more cheating than not more of a learning thing. So it's more cheating than they did. So they cheat using the girl's telepathy power, connect to people they kissed, and blah blah blah. And yeah, most of the episode is focused around that new girl finding her ability. When they found out, they use it to cheat the test, and then they can have the rest of his summer vacation. Yeah. and because they need to get at least like 80% to pass. That school's strict. Because I've seen other school exams in Japan from anime, and they're 65 to pass. Like, they had to be in the 60s to, well, at least over the halfway mark. Usually if they're over the halfway mark, then they're allowed. Or average, the average mark. Which I usually think I remember that it's around the 50 areas still as well. But in this school, it seems that the average is 80. Whoa, that's high. So that shows you how many smart people is in the school. No, in the school Yamada goes to. But, now, we also found out that the teacher, because there's a classroom they're supposed to go in which is unfortunately locked. The teacher that runs the test school thing, only unlocked the door to the classroom after the tests are done. Which, of course, they do it when they passed it. She was able to do, but there was nothing there. Because it seems like the president, school president, checked them away. Everything away. Because of new clockrooms and stuff and like that. And, yeah. So they couldn't find the second notebook this episode. But another thing we also find out in this episode is that all the witches, including wizard/wizard, because, again, male, Yamada is a male. So you call him more like a wizard. Not a witch. A wizard. So, the wizards and witches, who they became considering their abilities, and the reason they got their abilities is that because they wished for something. For example, Ushirara, she couldn't socialite with people properly, and so she wanted, so she got the ability to body switch. With the new girl, she couldn't probably talk. She couldn't probably talk properly, so she express her feelings. So she got the ability to telepathy. Then Oriara, the purple girl, she wanted allies to help her to become the next student council. That's her wish. So she gained the ability to charm. So now Yamada's ability to copy. What is his wish? What is his wish to gain this ability to copy? Now, from what I could see, I have watched another review called Chibi Reviews, who did a review on this not that long ago. I think it was yesterday. The review came up. Anyway, I watched it, and he got 3 options he figured out. But I think those options are likely. But I think there's one option I can think of that is more understandable, I would say. That I think is that Yamada wants to... How to put it? I think I lost it, but... what was that? Oh yeah, to socialite. Technically, he wants to fit in. He wants to fit in. He wants to fit into the school, make friends, and, yeah, be a normal person. Not to get put into fights all the time. That was Yamada's wish. That was Yamada's wish. That's what I think. That's Yamada's wish, because I think as the previous episodes they gave it away, because I think when we found that when it came to the episode, when it comes to last week's episode, last episode, the reason I think that is because Yamada's wish is more likely to fit in with everybody. So he gained the ability to copy, so that means he can do the same things as they can do, or technically, you know, fit in, because he would now have the same capabilities as they do. So I think that's the reason why he's got the ability to copy, so he can have a similarity with everybody. Because to have friends and stuff, you usually need to have something similar about you. And that's what usually has to make friends. You can have friends that are complete opposites for you, but those opposites can also be similarities to you. So technically, I think that's the reason why he gains the ability of the copy, because he gains the similar, maybe in this case it's exact powers of the people he kissed. So he technically fits in. So I think that's the reason why. I think my reason for Yamada's got this ability is that his wish is he wants to fit in. He wants to have an ordinary. He wanted to have friends, people he can hang out with properly, and which he did get, of course, but like proper normal friends and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that's Yamada's wish to just to fit in, with everybody, just fit in with everybody. So that's his. I think that's Yamada's wish. So the animation quality again, very good animation in this series. It's still got very good shonen animation, which I think is cool for this anime. And yeah, that's much I've got to say, guys. So I hope you guys like this review. Become a channel fans today. If you guys want to send me fan mail, go in my description below. My address is there, and yeah. I hope you guys like it. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys!